right, let's check out what's next on the entertainment news. Bruce Willis diagnosed with dementia. Bruce Willis' family has revealed that the actor has been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia (FTD). This comes less than 1 year after the Hollywood icon retired from acting due to his battle with a brain disorder called aphasia, which causes difficulties with speech. But this has progressed and he has been given a more specific diagnosis, the family said. The family expressed their deepest gratitude from the incredible outpouring of love and went on to say his condition has progressed after receiving a more specific diagnosis, frontotemporal dementia, which is the most common form of dementia in people under 60, in a joint statement. And I quote, "While this is painful, it is a relief to finally have a clear diagnosis. FTD is a cruel disease that many of us have never heard of and can strike anyone. Today, there are no treatments for the disease, a reality that we hope can change in the years ahead. As Bruce's condition advances, we hope that any media attention can be focused on a shining light on this disease that needs far more awareness and research," end quote. It also said, the statement was also posted on the website of the Association for Frontotemporal Degeneration and signed by Willis' wife, Emma Herman Willis, his ex-wife, Demi Moore, and his 5 children, Ruma, Scott, Tallulah, Mabel, and Evelyn. FTD affects the lobes of the brain behind the forehead, which deal with behavior, problem solving, planning, and emotions, with symptoms including personality changes, obsessive behavior, and speaking difficulties. Last March, Willis' family said his aphasia has affected his cognitive abilities. The condition causes the loss of ability to understand or express speech.
All right, so let me just say this. It's actually very sad for somebody that's a creative on this field. Like, yes, if you're like a normal person has this, it's still bad. But then for somebody who's an actor, this is what he's done all his life. This is what he loves doing. To have to retire because of such a disease is absolutely horrible. His family, they're taking it well, but I mean, what can he do in this situation? I know he put out the post, and even his ex-wife also said something nice about him as well, how the whole family feels about the situation. So it's very sad. I don't think we're ever going to get him back on our screens, but let's just give him his flowers today.
So one thing that I've always said is that I like the fact that, you know, public figures come out to make statements like this, or their management or their family members get to come out to make statements like this, and they are even letting people get the details of what illness it is. Yes, and then the updates. I love the fact that, you know, even if you've been having some symptoms and you don't even know what it is, and then people get to talk about this. I mean, you have an idea, and then you can go to the hospital and check yourself. You know, I mean, we wish him well. We're so sad that it has to come to this at the end of the day. And, you know, when I was watching a clip by Apropos Doctor, and it was talking about how people don't, you know, sleep well, and especially with the fact that people are always talking about, oh, you know, all those motivational speakers telling you that. I mean, this is just a bit related to it. Not that I'm saying that this was what happened to him, but I'm just trying to say that Apropos Doctor was mentioning how motivational speakers will say, oh, billionaires just sleep 4 hours or 3 hours in a day. It was saying that sleep is very, very important, because one of the things that gets to happen to you if you don't sleep well eventually will be dementia. And I don't think anybody wants to have that. So I think that we should, you know, just, you know, take caution. Do whatever thing, rest well, and do in your own capacity what you can do, and do regular checkup.
Yeah, I would have to affirm what you also said, because as an actor, I remember when I was on set of a movie very recently, and I was forgetting my lines. It never happened, but I was forgetting my lines. So the director came to me and said, "Did you sleep last night?" I said, "Well, I was out. I had an event." He said,
in
"That's
the club."
He said, "That's why." So I realized, he said to me, he said, sleep is very important when you're having, because you're reading stuff and you have to retain them in your head. So sleep is important to help the brain relax so that you can remember. So this is very sad for any actor to have this kind of case, dementia, frontotemporal, aphasia. It's very sad, because that's what you need the most. Your brain is what you need the most, because you need to remember your lines, you need to be able to talk you know, and all that. So it's
Yeah, and
very
I think
sad.
even gets so bad to the fact that he won't even remember he's Bruce Willis
Yeah.
at some point. He won't even
Yeah.
remember the things he's done. He's just going to be there.
No, that thing is
Like,
so sad.
he's actually very bad.
And shout out to Euro. Euro is always giving us updates on this.
yeah.
And I mean, shout out to her, bravo. I think it takes a lot of strength, courage, you know, and she's just been vulnerable like that, telling us about her mom and all that. One day she was laughing about it, but I'm sure it's not really a joke. And she was
Yeah.
talking about how her mom said that she saw, she was mentioning her brother that had died like how many years ago. And then she said she saw a lion. She said the way she ran from upstairs when she said she saw a lion, like where? Lion. You know, like, so those are the things when people, and the family members are the first to notice, and friends, when somebody begins to speak in a certain way or act in a certain way, and you're wondering, like, this is not even in sync with what you're doing at the moment.
I mean, the good thing is, if you go on streaming platforms now, there's a lot of Bruce Willis movies out. You know, so apparently he's been working. So now that he's no longer active, we still are seeing some of his movies that are just being released. So that's a beautiful thing. So if you want to see Bruce Willis, please go on the streaming platforms and stream his movies.